नमस्ते भैया। हाँ चलो, तो लेट्स स्टार्ट। हम लोगों ने कुछ चीज नोटिस कर ली है अपने प्रोग्रेशन में, ठीक है। उसमें ये कि ये और ये वो अच्छे नहीं है कॉन्स के इनिशियल डेवलपमेंट के लिए। क्यों? क्योंकि फिर इसके बिशप का जो मूवमेंट है वो ब्लॉक हो जाता है। बिशप को बाहर निकालने के लिए ऑब्वियसली हमें इस स्पॉन या फिर स्पॉन या फिर स्पॉन को निकालना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है बिशप को निकालने का। ठीक है, इफ यू चूज टू डेवलप दिस बिशप ऑन दिस डायगोनल देन है ना, ऑब्वियसली इट कैन बी अटैक्ड हियर by this, and obviously even here if you come by after coming from here you go either from here you go here, or if you come back, if you come back then it can be attacked from this, and then you will have to come back here or here. If you choose to come back here, you cannot push this pawn, then this becomes blocked. Then only you can move this from this side. Okay, so this is an issue which certainly is gonna come if you are thinking about developing your bishop on this diagonal. If you are not thinking about developing your bishop at all, I don't know what to say. First of all, you cannot really castle your king on the king side, obviously. Then obviously you will have to go on this side. For that, these three pieces have to go out. And what is gonna happen in the middle center, we cannot really say at all. Okay, so having said that, you can then choose to develop your bishop on this diagonal. Obviously, going here doesn't really make much sense because you're only looking at your opposite sister or brother, whatever you wanna call, say. And in the same way, this goes as well. Okay, so these diagonals are not very much of importance. Either this diagonal is good or this diagonal is good ultimately in the long run, because it looks at the rook and even at the knight as well. And also if this rooks leaves this pawn, which many times obviously it will leave as people will try to develop their pieces. So this and this rook, and also on your side this and this rook, becomes quite problematic and quite vulnerable to be taken, especially if the queen comes on this square, then it can take, or if someone else's queen comes on this square, they can take, or from there they can take, or from here you can take, or from here you can take. So too much taking and giving has happened, so let's clean. Wow, nice. ओके, सो लेट्स मूव। ठीक है, तो अब इसमें बात ये है कि हम लोग जो किंग इन डिफेंस होता है उसको हम लोग यहाँ से डेवलप करते हैं, है ना। दिस पॉन गोज हेयर, दिस गोज हेयर, दिस गोज हेयर, दिस देन गोज कासल्स। ओके, सो इस प्रोसेस में होता है कि हम लोग सेंटर को छोड़ देते हैं। ठीक है, और जब हम सेंटर को छोड़ देते हैं, जैसे ही कोई व्यक्ति देखता है, एंड ऑब्वियसली पिछली बार हमने देखा था कि इंड गेम में ये इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है कि विच इज द पॉन दैट इज गोना प्रमोट। ठीक है, उस प्रोसेस में obviously you are gonna keep these two pawns for a really long period of time, and so and other I mean in remaining six, these two uh, are gonna quite get lost in the middle, and also these as well. So most likely these two have the best chances to be promoted as a pawn in that process. If you open it up and do not do the fianchetto, then that becomes quite problematic. And this bishop is actually used here to trade with this knight. So in that sense, I mean, you're not gonna do the fianchetto from this side, because if there are any pawns in the center, then obviously that trade doesn't become very much possible. And why that trade is important? Because if the knight comes here, then after there it looks at many places. Obviously these two squares and these two squares, and obviously these square and this as well. So in that process it covers a lot of squares. Obviously this as well, not this, these two. So in that process it does cover a lot of options, and that might really give you a hard time in terms of developing, right? So that is why it becomes important, as far as now we understand, to eliminate at least one knight, so that this area becomes at least quite safe for you to roam around. Having said that, let's move. Um, तो क्या करा जाए? I really don't know क्या करा जाए। Also हम लोग देखा किंग इंडियन डिफेंस में, है ना, this goes out, but these four pieces, this and है ना, this comes here. Okay, one more important thing we realize, that when we put this on this square, it looks at this, and then when not in this case, in this case it has to be this bishop, and when it looks at this, the king cannot really cast. Even if these pieces are out, if the bishop is actually really straight away looking at this place and this pawn is not there, then the king cannot really castle. Okay, so that's another issue with this and this. Also, one more issue comes in the king Indian defense, especially if this bishop is here, you cannot push this pawn because your king is standing here. Obviously, the same will go here. So, but if you cannot push this pawn, then you cannot bring this rook because the rook will actually stand here, cannot go up. So that becomes a problem. For that, you will have to go here. And this file, if it is open, then the rook will be listening to you, seeing to you. And obviously, in that, these 2 pawns become very much crucial. Maybe you are not getting what I'm trying to say because I'm just talking, but it's okay in one sense. Okay. So, if we do not develop on these lines, we can go into the center. So let's try to go for the center this time. Okay. हम लोग बहुत सारा ये सब कर चुके हैं, तो let's go for the center. And अब दिक्कत ये है कि you have not castled. ठीक है, so that is not actually very much useful. Let's go for this. We go this. Other person goes takes control. है ना? E4, E5. Nice. Uh, we can then obviously go here. No problem at all. Taking this pawn. Nobody can take it. They can either go from this, which is not SNL, yeah, है ना? They can very easily defend it from this point, so no problem at all. If you want to trade, which many people do, let me show you. Do equalized? No, not equalized because he has a knight, so it actually is not good for you. So not good at all, not good at all, है ना? But he has at least saved, है ना? Otherwise, if it has not played this, let's say if he has played this, then you could have very easily taken and smite. So that's not the case here. Uh, he has saved it in this way. I mean, he can uh, save it in multiple ways, either from this, or also he can play this, or he can play this, or he can play this, or he cannot do anything, है ना? Especially to safeguard this pawn. ठीक है? So there are a lot of options, but this is just a pawn. So not much of an issue. He tries to develop himself. Let's say if you want to castle on the king's side, then obviously you want to develop his knight here so that this knight protects this bishop, है ना, which a little bit if one attacks from this side. Okay. So in that way, let's say if he goes for this. So we can see that right now we are developing in the center. We have not yet developed, we are not doing the fianchetto. If it goes here, we know what happens on this diagonal, and this and this, sorry, this and this can become a little bit problematic. But if we go here, we cannot do this. So let's go for this. Okay, he can take, you can take. So in that process, he should not take. But let's say if he chooses to take. Nice. It takes, you take. No problem at all. It can also take, it takes no problems at all. Okay, but this much trading is actually not helpful for you. And they can go for here and you can not go anywhere because you have arrived on this diagonal and he is arriving at this and this. You have put yourself largely on a horizontal triangle, but that's okay as well. I mean, you can go this and you can also go this. So, I mean, where does it move? Let's try to play. मेरी chance होगी मेरे साथ से. I would like it from this side because if I take, I like to pin it on the king. आप move करके दिखाओ साले. ठीक. So this is stuck, and if somebody doesn't come to defend it, let's say this, मान लो ये आ ही जाता है सुरफराते हुए, शू आ गया, है ना? If I do this, still he is pinned. He can't do anything. ठीक है? And even he has to save his queen. He may choose to go like this, no problem at all. He may take, which is not in my favor, so let's not do that. Let's say he goes like this. Okay. Uh, but now both of them are pinned in one sense. Let's say if I somehow take it, I don't know how, but let's say if I go this. Obviously. Uh, he has a few choices. He can come here, but then can be taken. He can come back. He goes back. Queens look each other, and not just that, but both of them are pinned. So it's obviously not a good move. I mean, let's say if I choose to, I cannot go here. है ना? I can go here. Yes. I cannot go here because then it's a check and submit. So, and obviously he cannot go here as well unless until he goes. But it's my chance. So I can also go here. Or let's say for the matter, I choose to take simply. But now he cannot take. So it's a problem. He can go this way, by the way. Okay. And then finally I say, go fuck yourself. Okay, I take it again. It can't take, but it This can take me. So he comes, takes. Takes, I take. No problem at all. He takes. Very good. I castle. Very good. He sees me. कहे तुम भी ले जाओ Anu. And I go here. Save myself. Can't save myself. He pins my knight on the queen. Sorry, on the king. So this is what we were saying before. So in that sense, if you choose to take here on this, and if you're planning to castle on the king side, this can become a problem. You see? So when we are playing in the center, usually when we are playing the king in defense, this is not the case. But when we are playing in the center, this might become a problem in that process. Usually this c4 is actually a good uh, place for the bishops. है ना? Why? Why? I mean, let's say for me, as well as this is a good step because it's gonna look at the king. Whatever is standing here will be pinned. No problems. I might choose to take. No problem at all. Let's take. No issue. This is the case. But this is a vulnerability now. But there are no more queens, so not a problem. Light square bishop is not gonna look at it, no problem. Rooks are there and knights is there. Okay, so the game is quite equal, and a lot of trade has happened, which is actually not very good. But let's move. Uh, this bishop has yet not been activated, so that's another case. Can it castle? Yes, it can castle. It does as well. I don't know why. Let's not do that. And long castling करवा देते हैं इसकी बच्चे की. ये आ गया इधर. हमने भी निकाल लिया. झंझना तो इधर. इसने ये किया. मैंने ये किया. भाई ने ये किया. क्योंकि I don't know. So let's do something. चलो यही कर दिया. मैंने इसको ले लिया. इसने इसको ले लिया. फिर मैंने इसको कहा भाई तू हट. उसने कहा तू हट. मैंने कहा ले लो. उसने कहा अब मैं करूंगा कास्लिंग. आप बताओ. Very nice. I go here. He comes here. I take. I see. मेरी चांदी से उसकी चांदी से. He takes. I see. It comes to take my pawn. I give my pawn. He can't take. He can't take. He goes on this side. I safeguard myself. Takes this. Very nice. He goes this. Oh, my check. I go here. He pins myself. I say what the fuck I'm doing. He goes. It says let's take. Take कर ले भैया. I take two. Okay, so now we have entered largely in Endgame. So this is a possibility, especially this kind of things happen when the queens are traded. If the queens are traded, then usually we get into some sort of endgame, है ना? Unless until there is very easy chess. So this can happen when we play in the center as well. ठीक है? So one thing that comes in my mind that when we play in the center, when we are playing in the center, when both the players are playing in the center especially, then this diagonal does become very much crucial because usually uh, this pawn will not be there most likely. ठीक है तो वैसा हो गया and again we have yet not talked about the pawn promotion. So it totally depends upon how you are playing. If you are playing in the center, then you are allowing the flanks है ना, to be taken. If you are playing here, you are allowing, I mean, in that, in one way or the other, you are gonna allow other spaces for the other person. And almost always, if you go for like this, they can also go for like this. If you go for this, they can also go straight away for this as well. So, because the turns are equal, so in that sense, that possibility is always there. But whatever you both choose, whether to look at each other or whether to not look at each other, and the thing is that board is quite wide to be played. Simple as that. And you will have to very soon cover up that space. That's how center and flanks becomes important. Having said that, now what we should do, I don't know. I really don't know. Really don't know. You have not yet observed the long casting. So ऐसा है. Let's again play in the center. ठीक है अभी हमें लगता नहीं कि मैंने बहुत अच्छे से center को. We have yet not studied the center very well. Obviously, in the center we can go either d4, e4. So we go for the e4 take as previously. We go here. They defend it from there. But now they develop it on this square in the first place, c5. हमें ये Chinese है क्या? हम्म, ओके आई पिन इट, है ना, बिकॉज वैसे भी है ना मैं चाहता हूँ कि एक को मैं एलिमिनेट कर दूं, तो ही गोज हेयर एंड आई टेक, no problems at all, he takes from this side. Why not? He could have taken from this side as well, but he's not going to do the fiend cat and things like that. तो उस प्रोसेस में अगर नाइट डेवलप हो चुके हैं, है ना, तो यू कैन ऑलवेज गो फॉर दिस नाइट. I mean, it seems like that taking one knight with your bishop largely becomes quite easier, especially if you have developed so. But what happens after this then? And first of all, a double pawn, and whether it takes from this side or from this side, a double pawn happens. So doesn't matter. Uh, Castling, still I can do, but it is looking here. So sooner or later, it's gonna take this pawn, and which will make a lot of vulnerability, not only for the rook but also for the king as well down the road. Obviously, he's not gonna come here straight away right now. Let's say whenever I do so, then it can do. Or if I go here, it can really take this pawn. Obviously, we also know that these pawns are usually quite weak whenever their bishops leave them. Like this bishop has left the pawn. This is actually quite big, but for that matter, our queen has to come at least here and then here, or even we can take it from this square as well. And say where you can take it from this. So we can try to go here. Obviously, it will give us a chance to develop. इसकी चाल है क्या? Let's say if it comes, it pins the knight. Obviously, it takes. है ना? We take, he takes. Obviously, now we can take from this, but the best will be take from the queen. Nice, very very nice. ये ऑलमोस्ट ठीक ठाक वैसे ही डेवलप हो गया है कि आईडी जैसा ही, बस इसमें क्या है कि बिशप तो वैसे भी ले लेता वहां से, फेन केटो वाला बिशप गायब है. ठीक है. ओके. अब इसके बाद क्या करा जाए? आई डोंट नो यार, क्या करा जाए. यहाँ से जाने के बाद तो फिर यही फिर आके इसको ले लो, खाना स्पॉन को. बट लेट्स से he develops the knight. I go here and I don't know what he does. Feels like going here or maybe somewhere else. Maybe he just so. He sees that I want to go take fun. He doesn't want to lose this pawn. Many times you will see that if you go from here to here, Hannah, they do know that you're trying to take this pawn. They can do so. Hannah, how to exploit it? If they do so, how to exploit it? You can go here. For what? You can go here. If you go here, they will come here. You can't take it. You can't even take this pawn because this is standing here, and obviously you can't take this because the king is standing here. So in that process, the whole idea of moving your queen in this space is quite bogus. But does it really have any value at all? It should have be, but right now doesn't really seems to be the case. These pawns have not moved, and that's why this space is not active at all. But why this pawn has not moved? Because a lot of trading has happened. And how much has happened? I'll show you. क्या हो गया भैया? नहीं दिखाओ क्या? E4 ये वाला, सॉरी. ये नहीं है भैया. अरे E4 ये भी नहीं क्या? ये वाला है इसका. यस. ये भी नहीं है. नॉट टू दिस आई गेस. यस. ये भी नहीं है. 7 F3. नो. अरे यार इसको पढ़ना बड़ा कठिन है भाई. E4. Knight C6. नहीं, Knight F6. ये. अरे ये वाला नहीं भाई, Knight C6. यस. Knight x5. नहीं, 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 नहीं. Knight b5. Yes, this one. Comes, I take. So bishops, knights has been traded a lot. है ना, इस वजह से फिर ये पोजीशन बनी है. ठीक है. One knight has been taken with the bishop. One knight has been traded with the other knight, bishop. है ना, सो नाइट एंड बिशप चार पीसेस गायब है यहाँ से. इस वजह से फिर ये अभी हमें ऐसी पोजीशन दिख रही है. पॉन स्ट्रक्चर हमें दिख रहा है कि बहुत अच्छा स्ट्रॉन्ग अभी है नहीं, ये तो वैसे के वैसे ही बने हैं. ओनली दीज टू पॉन हैव मूव्ड. ठीक है. एंड वी हैव येट नॉट टॉक्ड अबाउट व्हिच पॉन वी वांट टू प्रमोट, व्हिच आर मोस्ट this and or maybe somewhere here, because at least the most forward pawn is this. So pawn structure के बारे में हो सकता है हम लोग आगे कहीं वहां करके पढ़े, बट एटलीस्ट अभी तो इतना ही दिख रहा है. ठीक है. चाल हमारी है. अगर हमारी है तो मैं ठीक है, just for the sake of pawn promotion, I don't know right or not. If I go here it will take, uh, nobody's trending. I can go this as well, but it will take, so I should have gone for this and this, but that's okay too. I cannot go here. I can go here, and I can even go here as well. Here, here, and here, here is good. So let's say he blocks it. I go here. He goes. अरे भाई क्या दिक्कत है? This is protected here, but it's not good. I don't really like it. I So knight का movement बहुत important है. ठीक है, because knights do have a lot of positions है ना. Bishops usually are not that much. Bishops को बस एक diagonal चाहिए होता है ना, like it is on this diagonal and it can take. For that to happen, I can go there. है ना, ये तो almost देखो बस इसको छोड़ के, है ना, इस pawn को छोड़ के वो king in defense ही हो गया. Nice. Let's say if he moves, है ना, but there they can take. Here it will be taken. Here it will not be taken, so it goes there. No problem at all. I still go there. The queen hangs. It comes here. Uh, I now try to push it. Goes there. I cannot take. I push further. It takes. I take back. It takes. I take. So a lot of taking has happened. And if that doesn't happen, and sooner or later the time will go away. And I do not really play use it 10 times game. So in that process, taking is okay. And it takes. He also takes. Aida bhai. Oh, queens are looking, but he doesn't take. Or let's say he takes. He takes. I take. He takes. He takes. Nice. He castles. Jairam ji. I cannot go here. I can I can go there, but should not go there. I go here. He defends his pawn further. I go into the center. He comes, protects it. I go there. He pushes one more pawn. No problems. I cannot take. I cannot take. No problems at all. I go here. He cannot. Comes here. No problems. I saved enough. I can't take. I push this pawn. No problems. Uh, Obviously, he will not take. Goes there. Either way. Pushes this pawn. Fine. I do this. Goes back. I don't know what to do, but something has to be done. I go here. He does this. I take. He takes. I save myself. He pushes his pawn. I get here. Oops. I can take. He analyzes that. Comes back. I go there. He cannot defend obviously, so he goes like this. I go here, it goes there, safeguard it. I cannot take, but I can do this. So that's okay. He pushes this one further, I take. So nothing else much of an issue. This is another pawn. I can take. I take. So see, I mean, now you can see that even if we have chosen to promote this pawn, but this has been blocked. So it's not going to be promoted at all. So in that process, we will have to then choose some other pawn, or we will have to get rid of this. For that, he will have to come here, but he goes there. But it should be come here, and we uh, choose to go like this. We take this. And now it comes here. We cannot go there any at all. We can promote this pawn at least. Nice. Check. Comes out. I go here. आजा भैया. Oh, can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there. No problems at all. I look at this. You see, a lot of pieces are there, है ना? Pawn, this pawn can go there. Can't go the distance because let's say if he goes like this. ठीक है. अब now it can't really go there, obviously, है ना? But then I can take his pawn. He can come. Now this pawn can go, है ना? Let's say he takes my pawn. Nice, very nice. ले लो. Ah, I go like this. Now what he will do? है ना? He will have to move. He moves. I move here. There is a check. It can't go here. It can't go here. It can't take it. It can't go here. It can't go here. It can't. It can go here. It can go there. It can go here again. It goes there. I go like this. He takes. Very nice. I go this. Now he goes. He can't go there. He goes this. I take. है ना? So उस process में अब इतने में समय निकल जाता है. ठीक है. So overall the thing is this. एंड गेम में बहुत सारे मूव हो जाते हैं, है ना? वी अराइव्ड एट द 46 बट द ओनली थिंग इज दैट मिडिल गेम जो है 32 भी, है ना, 30 के अराउंड तक का ही है. ठीक है, स्पेशली इवन इन द 20, yep, 23, 20, 10 to 20 is especially the middle game. ठीक है, it is still pretty much the middle game as long as queen has not traded. ठीक है, so 16th move. 16 moves you can see and is largely a opening. ठीक है, यहाँ तक तो खेल फिर भी सही से नहीं गया. Pawns. और स्ट्रक्चर को थोड़ा-सा हम लोग को देखना पड़ेगा ना. वी आर येट नॉट गिविंग इट इनफ अटेंशन. ठीक है, दैट्स नाइस, गुड इनफ.